Howdy everybody, it's Walnut Fox here again. We're starting off down here in the storage system at the base, and we've got a little project that we're going to work on today. So everything should be right here in this shulker box. Maybe you can guess what we're going to build. We're going to try and build a nether plant farm. Just for the roots and the stems, using, I'm going to have to get grass instead of dirt, but using crimson nylium and warp nylium, and then we can run it back through a composter, and it should, we should end up with a little bit of a surplus here and there. So I'll finish getting this stuff ready. I need some grass instead of dirt though. We've upgraded some of our gear since the last episode that I recorded about the record farm. So we've done some netherite digging and found enough of it. Not here. I got a couple pieces of ancient debris left. I got 5 left. 2 scraps, 1 ingot. I'd like to try and get enough for a block, at least 1 block, but yes, this is why I grabbed dirt, because my grass block right here died. Aha! We don't need a full stack of it, so I'll throw that back in our sorting system elevator. Ba-boom. All right, and then we can build this. I was thinking I got a couple of rooms around here that are empty-ish. Could go here. What do I got happening back here? This is the mushroom farm. Automatic mushroom farm. It doesn't produce a lot, it just produces some. Okay, that's our wool farm. And that's the farmer villager. This is the super smelter. This is the underside of the super smelter. I think we need... And we can run down here. No, actually we need to run down even further. And see what we can do. I think, yeah, look at this room. She is a monstrous thing. Maybe we'll plunk this down right over here in one of these corners. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear up a little bit of this floor. We need to be, it's going to be 7. We need 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be 8 blocks wide. So, eight. All right. And it just needs to be 5, probably. Well, we'll put the bone meal out there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll take this out of here and we'll build this kind of in the floor a little bit so that we can get this set up. You know, I'm going to take a couple of these out because it always seems like I never take enough. And I might just as well open this up. The actual, oh hi, forgot all about that, I did. Okay. The actual farm itself, the amount of grass in these is only 5 by 6. So it's not very big at all. So, but we're going to use a shifting floor, just like the old flower farms in the flower forests, biomes. And so I'm going to recess this into the floor. Just a hair. Hopefully not destroy half the base while I'm doing it. Our mycelium, or not mycelium, nylium needs to be, we'll put blocks down for the redstone, and then we'll put a dispenser, and then they would move back and forth right here. So I need to go one more. I'm just going to clear off this level. Oops. I guess it doesn't work very well to break stone with stone. Well, unless it's a stone pickaxe, and then it would work. But anyway. All right. Let's put those in there. Okay, so I think I want, let's see, we really don't want the pistons. The pistons could be right there. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we need another row here. And you know what, I'm going to put a torch under there. I'm going to leave it open for future. Then I believe I just need 2. 1, 1, 2. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there. Right? Is that correct? No, it is not. That's what I needed. Boy, it's a good thing I dug out a little extra, huh? So, there we go. And then these, yeah, boy, it's almost like I planned it. Not really, it's not exactly correct. I could have maybe took a little bit more out, but it was, yeah, wow. Okay. So we're going to have repeaters here, then we're going to have a repeater here. We're actually going to need these. I've gotten into this habit of using colored wool on top of all of my, or well, for my redstone. Just because. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. It's nice having it, I guess. So we're going to go like this. And then that should be all of the redstone dust. Okay. Then what we need is we will need, oops, shift dummy. That and our sticky piston, and we'll power this differently later, but we're going to use this observer clock. Boink. Yeah. So when the observer powers this dispenser, and it has to be a dispenser, then it sends a signal out both sides. And if we put these on a 2-tick delay, you'll see that it'll actually never go off. If you put too much delay on it, see it kind of sort of quit, and then now it'll just never go off. So, cool. And then we should actually, you know what I'm going to do is we're going to put that, yep, okay. And then we'll eventually put a chest right here for some bone meal. That'll work. And then we're going to do these two and those. All right, so we're going to put these nylium right above here. And then we're going to make our shifting floor. Now remember, if you're doing any of the shifting floor stuff, we go and leave one gap. You know, we touch the pistons on one side, then we leave a gap open, right? So let's just do it this way. And what's cool about the nether plants is that as long as they start here, they'll spread to grass, regular old grass. And the reason we're only doing a 5x6 is because bone meal only goes in about a 5x5 pattern. But when it shifts over on top of this one, then we'll get the warped stuff. And when it shifts back over, then we'll get the crimson stuff. And it'll be a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5 here. And then when it shifts over, it'll be a 5, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So we're trying to optimize the amount of material that we're using, or bone mealing, right? Okay, and that's it. It didn't take hardly anything at all to build this. Like I said, I'm going to put a different whatchamhoozit right there. Way to activate this, but I'm going to, for just a second, I'm going to close this off like that. I'm going to put a chest there. All right. So if I remember correctly, yeah, there we go. No timings, no nothing. It just works, right? And the dispenser's dispensing it, and it's moving back and forth so fast that we can just kind of walk around up here. So, all right. So we took out 49 slabs, so this thing's only 49 blocks. Cool, huh? So we'll go ahead and we'll fill up this dispenser right here. We'll make a bunch of those, and then we'll get, this is just stuff that I had left over sitting up here. So I'm going to have to probably break that even with jump boost. Yep. Okay. So we're going to flick this on just real quick. We're not going to spend a lot of time watching it run around. Yeah, we've got this is a data pack from Vanilla Tweaks. This wrench, I'm missing the resource pack that turns it into a wrench. But what's cool about it is you could set this here and take all that out of your offhand. And if I misplace something, I can just right click on it and turn it, just cycle through all of the different ways. It's like the debug stick, but it's a data pack that allows us just to turn redstone stuff and glazed terracotta. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to flick this on and we're going to see real quick. It's going to not take very long at all. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, gee. Nuts. But, yeah, there's even a little bit that falls down here. Maybe, woo. Maybe we'll make us a spot that we can head down there and pick stuff up. But look at the holy mess of stuff that we just got out of that. So that should, yeah, we can make a lot of trees and whatever we want to out of these now. We can run these in for bone meal. Let's see. You know, you'd think I'd just leave that. Yeah, there we go. See how much we used. Oh, we did get one of those in there, but that won't happen once I get the chest on there. So we used 23 bone meal and got all of that. That's not too shabby, I wouldn't think. I'm going to throw a couple extra torches down under here just so we don't come down here and get blown up or something. And we'll go from there. I think I'll get, like I said, I'm going to get a chest. I'm going to grab some light blocks. Maybe a couple stairs. Trapdoor. You know what? I'm going to get this cleaned up and I'll be right back. Alrighty. Well, I did a little bit of cleaning, but I wanted to show this. I believe this works. I haven't tested it yet, but I wanted to show. I put some shroom lights up here. I'll put I'm thinking about putting a little fence or a wall, you know, just to keep some of the stuff in here, you know, from spilling out all over the place. The light levels are 10 here in the middle. I added this composter setup here. I took everything that we got last time except for the fungus and put it through the composter, and it gave us 12 more bone meal. So I'm going to use this circuit like a T flip-flop. When I light up this lamp to indicate that it's on with the lever, we'll get a 1-tick pulse out of here, and the piston will shoot the redstone block forward, powering this piston, which moves this observer up and creates a clock. So I'm going to cover that up. I am going to put a ladder there and a trapdoor there. That way we can get down here later. Okay. And then we should be able to, I'm going to put all this stuff back in here. That way I don't have to worry about it. I got to eat this cookie. I'll eventually get hungry enough. I guess I'll eat the cookie. All right. Well, let's try it. Let's see what. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then gonna have to do something with that. But look at this, just insane. Good night, nurse. Oh, mama. Yeah, that's like 100 bazillion items per hour. My God. And then the stuff that we don't want, look at that. Jeez. We can just put back in here, and it runs through the composter, and it does a pretty good job too. And it runs down into here. Of course, these hoppers face into that barrel, and then these hoppers face into there. You can't put, I tried it a minute ago. I was trying to get these to face into the side here to kind of compact this, but they have to go in from the top. So, oh yeah, look at all this stuff. Fortunately, there's lava there. It'll destroy most of the stuff that gets strewn about. I really don't have a good way to get to the back, but I forgot that this will power that. We'll come up with something. Anyway, it ain't horrible. You don't have to separate them. For some reason, I just decided to separate them. Let's see what the damage was here. 11 there. We let it run a little longer. I don't think it's actually going to be self-sustaining, but boy, it sure does make a lot of plants in a hurry, doesn't it? So right on. So we got this little shifting floor nether plant maker. So if we'll probably get some vines too. The twisting vines, yes, twisting vines grow on the warped nylium. The crimson vines are generated by the crimson fungus when they grow into a giant fungus. I have 2 of those farms over here that I put together. I haven't released a tutorial on it yet, but I was planning on it. I was thinking that we'd go have a look. What I throw in there? Oh, I must throw the dirt in there. No? Oh, it was something. Anyway, I gotta eat that cookie. Jeez. And of course it's raining. Why wouldn't it be? Right? Well, I got 12 rockets. Let's fly over here to my little industrial island, in essence. I wonder if we couldn't get some of those little farms I made over here to make bone meal. But these are the 2 farms right here, one for each. Got TNT dupers here that just rain TNT down on our machine, or on our nylium, our crimson and warped funguses when they grow. Take a little nap here. Huh. We're still using the Blazing Caves pack, by the way, so it's been updated for 1.16. But these, I'll show you kind of how these machines work. It is a little bit difficult to see, but what I'm doing is I'm dropping TNT exactly right here on the edge of this anvil, out of that TNT duper up there. Same way over here. Now, maybe this isn't the most efficient use of hoppers, but that's a lot of stinking hoppers. So, yeah. Anyway, just like with the little farm that we made over in the base, these generate frequently. There it is. And semi-frequently. Don't let it fool you. So what I did was I took a piece of two pieces of nylium here, and they are looking at, well, there's 2 dispensers facing in. And the reason that there's 2 is in case, well, jump boost is crazy. In case your fungus grows, and this hyphae block that sits right here has the chance of turning this back into regular netherrack. So when this dispenser right there, it's constantly dispensing out into this nylium to get those roots, and to make sure that this nylium keeps that nylium alive. Does that make sense? So, and all I did was I set up a hopper vine card in here. You can see it thanks to Optifine and the lighting. And I push these 2 down on top of these hoppers, and this picks up everything. So like the roots and stuff that don't generate trees, they get broken off by this piston on this clock, and then they're picked up, they're put in here, and it generates its own bone meal in essence, right? I did the same thing over here. These the hopper lines come around and they're all fed into this, it's just an impulse SV item sorter. And I've got shroom lights, warped wart block, which you get a bazillion pounds of them, and then your warped stems, logs. So I've gone through a couple of shulker boxes full of bone blocks from our mob farm over there to get both these sets. So I have this much of all the stuff. The cool part is your nether wart blocks and your warped wart blocks. It's an 80% chance that it will put a level in a composter. So once these 3 chests over here are full, I just decided to save 3 chests full. If I put them in here, see, they compost themselves. And that's what this line, this overflow line does right here. It brings all those warped wart blocks around into that chest and down to here. I was going to try and put a like a dropper elevator to bring it back up and refill everything, but it's just not, it doesn't put out enough. So, but I do have a handful of these vines that grow with these, and I'll show you how these work. This torch tower with this lever turns everything on, which starts the clock right here, dispensing everything. And then you can see that piston moving back and forth. The top dispenser tries to grow whatever's there, and if it doesn't grow after so many attempts, it breaks it off. It goes into the composter and makes bone meal. If it can grow, then it will grow. Hopefully. The crimson one's always slower. Let's do this. We'll start this one too. Look at that. Instantaneous. And then it blows everything up and collects it. The stem that's on top of there also gets pushed by that piston out into a little feed tape right here. This piston pushes it up, that one pushes it over, and then the explosion, I think you've seen that, blows it off there. It gets collected and run back in the top through our sorting system. And that's how these machines work. Oh, look at there. Boom. The reason that these machines work is because these nether trees, the nether fungus, the nether mushrooms, I believe they're fungus, they don't care what block is above them. They just grow right through it. See, they'll grow through obsidian and an anvil. Now, it's not every time that these generate a fungus to grow into a large fungus, but this is free, 100%, no interaction. Turn a lever on, you get woods, the stems, you get all of the wart blocks, you get the shroom lights, the whole 9 yards. The mushrooms have a chance to grow 21 blocks tall. So this torch tower is actually 26, if I remember correctly. 26 blocks tall. And the trick is to get it to land in the same spot each time are those 2 fences. And it will land in the exact same spot every time. And there it is. So I'm going to make a tutorial for building one of these machines, and you can just swap the nylium out regardless of the design, and you can get whatever you need from either side. So hopefully you found something interesting, and hey, if you liked it, great. Hit the like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Sure helps everything out over here. So on my end, and as usual, have some fun and play some games. See ya.